Yeah, I mean, it is risky, but like, there's nothing really in life that's gonna propel you forward that's not risky. If you don't know what to invest in, the safest thing to invest in just straight away, if you don't know anything about any of the other cryptocurrencies, is just get Bitcoin or get Ethereum. Cryptocurrency is very, very interesting, but the actual act of investing and like paying attention to things, super boring as far as, or super slow, I should say. It's interesting, but it's very, very slow. It's not boring by as far as the topic, but like the pace at which things happen, it could be months before anything happens. So it's like, all right, so I put $1,000 in, and am I a millionaire yet? It's like, no. First of all, it's not how it works, but also it just takes a really long time. You have to invest in something that's actually going to have some sort of future, some sort of infrastructure to say, this is what the coin is used for. As far as like, is it used for NFTs? Is it used for transactions for banks? Is it used for blockchain security? Is it used for the metaverse? Is it used for gaming? If there's something like that, or if it's like backed by Amazon or backed by Google, or if it's invested in by Nike or Epic Games, like bigger companies, if they're not going to put their neck on the line for some nonsense. As much as that was good and well, one of the things that we definitely have to work on still is that corner pressure, or just keeping stage control a
Mhm.
little bit more. Because
Okay, facts, facts. Yeah.
I don't want to try and take away from you by any means, but if this was a tournament match, I would not have played nearly as aggressive. So what I want you to try and do is think of, let's say for example, if you come over here for a second. So stand like right here. If you're right there, imagine that there's an imaginary line or invisible line above your head that goes from your character up infinitely high. Okay, so you have a zone that is like, let's say from here all the way up to here. And what you're trying to do when you're trying to control someone in space is make sure that they never get past you, right? If I'm going to get past you, it should be because I'm doing something risky to get past you, not because I don't know, ran underneath or jumped over top, right? If I'm jumping, I should be getting caught. If I'm running, I should be like hitting your shield or getting hit by like a dash forward tilt, or getting caught by jab, or like a retreating back air or something, right? I understand that in Smash it's very easy to cross each other up compared to like a traditional fighting game like a Tekken or something like that, or a Street Fighter. But realistically still, with how much range you have, you want to try your absolute best to not lunge forward and allow someone to get out of the corner for free, right? One of the reasons why it feels like it's not a big deal from the perspective of the person that's letting the person out of the corner is because if you jump like this, and I just go like this underneath you and run underneath, you don't get hurt, right? So nothing bad actually happened to you as far as percent, but what did happen that is bad is I got back into neutral for free, right? And of course, we've talked about neutral and like advantage, state, disadvantage a little bit in the past, but if you have the chance to, let's say, hit me off stage right here with a forward tilt and kill me, you'd rather have that opportunity given to you and kept as long as possible versus having to fight to get me in that spot again, right? Positioning is always, always going to be key, or probably one of the most important things in the entire game. If you know where someone is, as far as like if I'm up here and this is a bad spot for me to be, keep me here as long as you can. If I don't have a jump, keep me in the air as long as you can. If I'm going to land, make me land like that, make me land like this, right? Make me land like this, right? And then like be scared and shield or something, right? You don't want to let me just get down for free and then like be reversing you, if you can help it, right? I say this, and of course, the other person could be trying to do the exact same thing to you, so it's not as simple as saying, oh, just ledge trap me or keep me in the corner and I'll never get out, right? Because, of course, I'm trying to reverse you as well and get out of there and try and keep things competitive. But if you know for a fact that if you think I'm going to jump and you want to try and get a jump read, I'd rather see you go for a back air like this versus a fair that looks like that, right? Like throwing yourself off stage, throwing yourself into the corner, do something like this to try and catch me. Especially if I'm standing like right here, right? If I'm standing right here, there's a very good chance that you should have to just take into consideration, I'm probably going to jump towards you, not this way, because obviously that's not going to help me, right? So if I'm going to jump at all, it's either going to be straight up or in like that, or if I really am trying to get away from you, I might try and like double jump and do this. If you leave your feet with a double jump, then that will actually work, right? As far as like, if you try and chase me up there. If you go for a double jump up there, then I'm probably dead, honestly. If I go like this into side B, because I can't get away from you fast enough. So once again, that'd be covering that space or that infinite line that's straight above you, like right here, right? So if you see someone like double jumping to get past you and you're going for like double jump fair like this, it's never going to work, right? You just don't jump high enough, number one, and your horizontal hitbox is just not going to reach, right? You throw out that up air, even if I don't try and cross you up or side B or whatever, up air is going to cover me for free. If I start going like this to get away from your up air, then if you do a double jump up air, you can also land with no landing leg, right? Also works with IDJ up air as well. If you do IDJ up air with Sephiroth, you have no landing leg. So you can try and practice that too. I don't know if it's viable, but I wouldn't like spend all day working on it, honestly. But the long and short of it is just don't overextend. That's just what it's going to be. If you're overextending and it looks like this, or if you see I'm in the corner, and if I'm holding shield for a long time, you want to go for a grab, then that's different. But if I'm just standing here, I'm doing stuff like this, and you just dash in for a grab, and I get past you for free, and you miss, and I miss you at the same time I get out of the corner, that's what's going to allow that's what's going to make your percent escalate more and more, because every time you had an opportunity to tack on damage from a situation, you're just not doing it. Make sense?
Yes. So basically, none of these, more these and these.
Yes. And if we're to break it down, yes. And here's the thing: if you have, this is for option coverage and just for like walling somebody out. If you have a read on someone, like let's say for example, let's say I'm going like this to jump off stage because I know that you want to jump with me. So let's say you're going like this, and for whatever reason, I don't know why I would do this, but let's just say I jump out here, and when I go for my double jump to come back on stage, let's say I go like this to try and hit you fast. So instead of going for this, like this, you go for an empty hop and then jump back with something, right? So you can fake like you're going to do this, because I believe that you're going to for whatever reason, right? So instead of you doing this, you could go for empty hop and then go for like a back air, empty hop, dash back, catch my side with a forward tilt, right? So you can fake this aggressive option, but ultimately you want to keep yourself safe and use your range to your advantage, right? You'd be very hard pressed to see someone who's going to just jump back like this. If you're gonna go for a fair like this, I should already be off stage. I should be like out here trying to recover, right? I'd much rather see that back air, like I said. Or it can be fair too if you want to just stand here, but back air is just stronger, so that's why I say back air, right?
Okay, makes sense.
All right, let's get out of this game. I'm gonna try and point out situations where if you're overextending, or if I'm just getting out of the corner for free, off of a platform for free, out of a juggle situation for free. Basically, if you understand where I am and how to cover that particular situation that we're in, it doesn't really matter which character you are even, right? Every character has the ability to do everything, except for maybe Little Mac as far as juggling. They all have the ability to do everything. You just have to know what their tools are to do those things. Right, they hit me with the nair, and you jumped in with it, right? Like you got the nair, but look what happened. You got reversed, right? So that nair that you got wasn't worth getting. You would have been better off just staying in the corner or staying back a little bit and just going for forward tilts, right? Or nairing in place or going for like retreating back airs. Just don't let me get out of the corner for free. Oh. So look where I went, right? I'm pressuring you to go somewhere that you don't want to go, and as soon as you go there, I'm there to get some sort of punish. So I got to grab, right? It's not amazing, especially a high percent, but it still kept you in a bad spot. And every time I even get like, let's say a forward tilt or a dash attack or a multi-jab or a grab, even though it's like a suboptimal punish as far as like you didn't die from it, your percent starts to climb more and more, and of course you just start to get more and more anxious. It's like, okay, I air dodged and it didn't work. Now I'm gonna just try something else. I might double jump. I might come down with a down air next time. You might come down with something that's even, I don't know, falling up air. And if I do have time to get a better punish just based on being closer to you, since Falco's not that fast, if I can get right up next to you, I'm gonna start going for down smashes, F smashes, back airs, and these small punishes that continuously give me more opportunities to get these bigger punishes. I just keep on getting them over and over again, right? I have more opportunities, right? So just because jab is not gonna ever kill doesn't mean that you shouldn't use jab, right? For example, or like just because up throw or forward throw is not gonna kill doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and grab me when I'm at high percent, right? Or you can't combo, I should say. Yeah. So something like that, that's when you want to go for that fair, right? So you jumped out there to try and catch me. I was already off stage, so that's totally fine. So the situation here, once again, I have a lead, right? So I don't have to do anything. I know we only have 30 seconds left. We didn't start for real, but this is something that you definitely have to try and get into the habit of. As far as like when you're fighting in tournaments, people will abuse that to the day they die, bro. If I'm up by even 10%, if a character can camp you and make you approach, then they will. So I'll say, for example, Snake, obviously, or like I'll say Young Link, Villager, any zoning character. They don't always have to be zoning characters. It could even be someone like Sheik. Sheik is pretty aggressive, but if they have a lead and they want to run away, then they will. And they'll shoot you with needles and just camp with needles. It's the classic since Smash 4. You notice how I didn't leave you alone when you're in the corner, right? I'm just throwing out safe moves and just trying to stay in front of you. Okay. Okay. So if you notice, like the majority of that stock, he's playing on the left side of the stage, right? Oops, messed up. Probably gonna down tilt for sure. There it is. Waited for the air dodge, right? Because I knew what I was gonna go for wasn't gonna be true. So notice a lot of the damage I'm getting is not from, like, some of it's combos, like opening combos, but after combo season is over, basically, let's go for normal stuff. It's nairs, fairs, forward tilts, and just trying to keep situations on you, right? This will be trouble. Oh, since I messed up, since I didn't mess up. Oh, I messed up there. But yeah, something like that can't happen. You gotta punish me for that laser. Laser's not safe on shield at all, especially point blank. It's not even safe on hit, to be honest. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that nair right there, that's never gonna happen, right? If you jump up for that nair, I still had my jump. I could have air dodged, could have done all kinds of stuff. This could be death. Okay. I'm sad. Oh, I'm double sad. Okay. So you see, this is how the game can also snowball in one direction or the other, where if you have a lead on me and all I'm trying to do is get in, you know I'm going to be throwing out moves and it makes me slower, right? Throwing out dash grabs, dash attacks, run up down tilt, run up tilt, jumping in with fair, stuff like that. So if you can get me in the reversal situation there, like how I had you, then I'm not going to say that it's impossible to make a comeback, but all of a sudden you get to do all the fast and safe moves while I have to do the risky stuff, right?